engineering, chemical engineering, information system management, business studies, business administration, management leadership, and organizational change. Energy economics, management and policy, postdoctoral certificate in education. Wow, doctor. Edward graduated from Yaba College of Technology, Lagos, the University of Port Harcourt. Wow. River State University, the University of Liverpool, United Kingdom, Walden University, Minnesota, USA, and Emmanuel University, North Carolina, USA. Wow. Edward is also an alumnus of Lagos Business School, having attended generic leadership program and team leadership program. Edward has close to 3 decades of experience in the oil and gas sector. His skills include process operation, process control, basically advanced process control, ensure safe production, process safety, alarm management, technical audit, and engineering, credible team player, a focused engineer and scholar practitioner. Edward is currently a senior engineer change control in charge of engineering changes at Nigeria LNG Limited. Is also the chairman of White Ponds Nigeria Limited, an engineering design company. Edward is also an adjunct faculty in Emmanuel University, North Carolina, USA. Edward has attended various courses both locally and internationally. Dr. Edward is a past Bonny branch chairman and council member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. He is a member of editorial board for World Association for Academic Doctors, past Secretary General and currently Vice Chairman of the Junior Chambers International, Nigeria, Senate Association, life member of JCI, a World Federation of Young Leaders and Entrepreneurs, Public Relations Executive, University of Liverpool Alumni, South and Southeast Nigeria, nominated to the National Society of Leadership and Success, Sigma Alpha PR USA, FRSC Special Marshal, helping to reduce road traffic accident. Dr. Edward has co-authored several books and presented several YouTube podcasts. Edward is affiliated with various professional bodies, namely registered engineer with Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN, fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, incorporated engineer with Engineering Council UK, fellow of Nigerian Institute of Management, member institution of Engineering and Technology in the UK, the Institution of Chemical Engineering UK, fellow International Institute for African Scholars, fellow Institute of Professional Managers and Administrators, fellow Institute of Information Management, fellow Institute of Management Consultant of Nigeria, and certified management consultant, member International Association for Energy Economics, and member Nigerian Association for Energy Economics. Edward is happily married to Abimbola Kikelumo Aigbedion, a chartered accountant, and the union is blessed with 2 beautiful daughters, Esosa and Ebiowa. I'm correct, Edward. Edward plays golf and tennis. He also enjoys web design, software design, and traveling. Wow. Let's welcome the third speaker, Dr. Edward. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Legacy Conference 4.0. The bridge builders. Thank you. Thank you. The convener of this conference, Ambassador Chooks, the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Adaizore, I recognize you. I also recognize the spiritual fathers of the day. You're welcome, sir. And I also recognize in absentia the host, or the landlord, as we call it today, the VC of Uniport. And I also recognize my key speaker, Dr. David Etidang. Thanks for actually wetting the floor. You've actually made the thing very easy for me. And also Dr. Adaize, you make my work easy. I could actually leave here just happy without saying a word. Okay, here, I have a topic before me here, and that is building the next generation of leaders. That is the topic I've been asked to talk about today. In the world of rapid technological advancement and evolving workplace dynamics, nurturing the next generation of leaders is crucial for a long-time success. And as industry become more complex and interconnected, building a strong, future-ready leadership pipeline requires a balance between technical skills development, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. For a country to succeed, developing the next generation of leaders is essential. And it calls for diversified strategy. This entails spotting and developing high potential people and encouraging a culture of growth and offering chances for advancement, mentoring, and succession planning. Building the next generation of leaders is a very serious thing. Earlier in the week, the U.S. Coalition of Leadership program actually organized a session for upcoming leaders. It held from 8th to 10th in the capital, that is in Washington, D.C. It happened between 8 and 9. So what were they doing? They are not leaving it to chances, right? They are trying to align, they are trying to build, inculcate, inspire young leaders, because they know that for a country to remain, you need the younger ones to take over. So that they are not taking it with levity. So they are planning for it. Because there's a word that says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So they are really putting a very conscious effort to ensure that they have the next pipeline of leadership, so that when they exit the scene, America will remain what it is today. And that is what has kept the world, developed what it is today. And Nigeria will not be different. We have to make a conscious effort to, bridge that gap, to take the leaders, to coach them. There shouldn't be a gap. Okay, I will just mention some strategies, few strategies. Maybe you can just, okay, is there? Just few strategies that will actually help us do this. I'll just run through them. And the first one is to identify and recruit. You need to identify talents among the people. So once you do that, then you can now take them, pay particular attention to those who exhibit special initiatives, flexibility and excellence. Yeah? So we need to identify those people amongst us as a leader. It's our responsibility. Then the second one we'll see there is, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, it's clear. The second one is develop leadership skills. It's very important. Yeah? The future leaders can be prepared with the skills and knowledge they need by investing in coaching and mentoring and leadership program. Dr. David has actually expatiated, on that. And in terms of skills, we have some specific skills that you need them to learn. That's for future leaders. One of them is communication and interpersonal skills. You need to, go to the leaders need to inspire people. They need to encourage people. Yeah, and you also need emotional intelligence. That is what we don't really have so much of it. Emotional intelligence. You need to know people, know yourself, and study people. You say things, sometimes not what you say, but how you say it. Yeah, sometimes you need to actually wait to say it. There's timing in it. You need to look at what people are really passing through. Emotional intelligence is a good skill for future leaders. And another skill that we need to know is strategic thinking and foresight. We need to be strategic. Whatever we need to do, we need to plan. Don't wait until it happens. People are planning for the next 50 years, yeah, for the country to survive. We need to look into the future. Yeah, not just planning for the day-to-day. We need to be strategic in our thinking. We need to start, keeping people, educating people, mentoring them on what skills, coaching them so that they can take over. Leaders need to be able to think strategically, anticipate the future, challenge and make informed decisions. Then the other skill that you need to know is adaptability and resilience. They should be adaptable. They should have staying power, right? They should not be afraid to fail, right? Failure is part of success. If you mention anybody that succeeded today, they failed along the line and they learned from it. So people need to fail. You shouldn't be afraid, right, to make mistakes. So the only people who have not made mistakes are people who have not tried anything at all. So you need to launch out, take the bold step, learn and fail, and you succeed together. Then there's also the skill, change management, right? Leaders need to be able to effectively manage change, yeah, inspire their teams and navigate organizational transition. For you to introduce any change, you need to manage it. Because people do not want change. All they want is other people. They don't want to change themselves. So it's difficult to change people. So you need to be, how do I put it now, to plan. You need to engage people, stakeholders engagement. You need to prepare their mind before you make any change. Sometimes some change, you can even do it piecemeal. Step change, yeah? Sometimes you don't need to just go the long haul. You break it down so that people can adjust to it, okay? Your change may actually be very good, but people may take it differently because nobody wants to change. Nobody wants to change the habits. So you need to introduce it gradually. So change management is another skill that you need to build for leaders. Then technical skills, yeah, depending on the specific industry or role, leaders may need to develop strong technical skills to effectively manage and lead your teams. Now, I've talked about the training of the skills. So the third one is create a supportive environment. That's part of what we want to do. You need to create a supportive environment. That is what we don't really have in our community. Elsewhere, they help people develop. Even entrepreneurs, they give them seed capital. They lecture them. They tell them what to do. They lead them by the hands until they are established so that they can be part of people that will actually take people off the labor market. So we need to make more emphasis. Emphasis should be there. We need to provide an enabling environment. Of course, we have issues with general things that people will need. Power is one of it. Yeah. So that's part of course, security. So once you have an enabling environment for people to strive, they will give their best. And that's why you see people going to other countries where you have opportunities. And you see people, they excel. Because Nigerians are really hard workers. They can actually live everywhere. So let's give them an enabling environment. Then the other one is provide opportunity for growth. You need to provide opportunity for growth. Give people the chance to practice and hone their leadership skills by providing them with leadership roles, cross-functional projects, and challenging assignments. Have mentors. That also comes under mentorship. Have people that you can really teach how to do work. Let them take them by the hand and so that they can learn the ropes, right? It's part of providing opportunities for growth. Then also implement a succession plan for growth. Implement a succession plan. A clear succession plan can guarantee a seamless handoff of leadership and serve as a guide for upcoming leaders. Then the sixth one, you need to encourage mentorship and coaching. We can't say it more than that. So I would say more on that. He has done justice to that. So I'll leave that right. Yeah. So invest in multifaceted development program. I just told you how the US organized a conference earlier in the week to actually people, to inspire them, to teach them, to prepare them for the future. So we must not leave that to chance. It's part of what we need to do. And the next one is encourage a growth attitude. Promote a culture of lifelong learning and growth where people are eager to take new challenges and grow from their experience. We need to learn and learn. So never be too proud to learn. I learn every day. I can learn from anybody. Yeah? So I discover myself. I reinvent myself every now and then. You must have noticed I'm almost like a polymath, right? I've been into so many things. So whatever is good, I go into it and I read it. Yeah? I learn every day. I can learn from anybody. So every future leader should be a lifelong learner. Okay? Learn. Don't be proud. You need humility to go forward. Then the last one is recognize and reward leadership behavior. Recognize and reward leadership behavior. So if you see people that are doing the right thing, recognize them, right? And reward them. Yeah? Reward and recognition, those who exhibit leadership traits to encourage others to do more. Then in conclusion, a strategic imperative for every organization that is aspiring for long-term success is the development of the next generation of leaders. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,